drink some beer! 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 Beer!
Hey guys, Sunday. The wedding went very nicely. Congratulations to Wendy and Chris. Wendy's a big fan of those 6.3 beans, or at least a couple of them. 10%. Today we are looking at Black Metal Farmhouse Imperial Stout with Gene Simmons on the cover. Jester King, unfiltered, unpasteurized, bottled or bottle conditioned ale from Austin, Texas. And before I wreck it, as kind of a ooh. I don't know if that's a good look, or we'll find out. Gonna open it with the Enterprise. Actually, any one that I ever think that I should save, I should use the Enterprise, because it's probably the least aggressive of all of them. And this comes from NC Crash 26, and it's a big bottle, so we'll use a big glass. Ooh. Any of you that use a reference to motor oil, and it just keeps on going. Well, there's enough head there to keep the porn industry happy. It's very, very dark. Yeah, I don't have a flashlight down here. Well, actually I do, but I see the battery's not hooked to it. And I'm pretty sure you're not going to get any light through this anyway. And it's definitely a very, very very, very thick. Very, very thick. Okay. Once again, allergies are kicking my ass, but I can still smell some definite roasty chocolate and coffee to it. Not to mention kind of taste coffee, chocolate. Not bad, but before I forget, I want to say give a little shout out to Father Andy. That's the father who performed the wedding ceremony for Wendy and Chris, and found out a few things. First of all, he seems like a pretty stand up guy, but he's a beer snob also, and brews his own beer, which wouldn't mind actually getting the opportunity to try a few of them. Father Andy said he was going to come and check out the channel, which that'd be pretty cool. And it's always fun to find local people with the same passions. Being that we had the rehearsal, Ms. Bomey had the rehearsal the other night, so I took the opportunity to put a care package together for him, and I think there was like 16 cans of Righteous and 4 cans of 3-bean, because I know he's a fan of darker the better. Actually, Father, I think you'd probably like this one too. So I'm actually hoping, and I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel and is able to respond back, but very curious as to what he thinks of the Righteous and the 3-bean. So, very, very cool guy. Definitely made it a very, I don't even know what's the word for it, definitely took the stereotypical, I don't even know how to word this without insulting someone. The formal edge was removed. It was a very nice wedding. And Father, you have one hell of a church there. Scratch that part. You have I give up. The beer. The roasted malts, followed on the heels of that by almost like the coffee and cocoa flavors are almost interconnected. You know, a lot of times you're like, okay, I sense the coffee and I sense the chocolate cocoa kind of a combination in there, but they seem this all seems like it's all kind of working together. As far as the yeast and stuff that they use in there, I'm not exactly sure what they're all. Let's see, Imperial Stout, Iron Sword, Blackened Death, aka blah blah blah. It just goes on and on. Fermented with sheer force of awesome will. Best enjoyed will. Okay, it's not really telling me anything other than it's blah blah blah. Batch number 13, March 2013. It's 9.3%. Yeah, it doesn't really give any hints as to what's in there. But man, look at that. That, I think a 5W30 isn't as thick as that. Definitely the one thing you're going to notice is the roasted malts. Maybe a slight licorice in there. I'm not sure if my imagination or not, but maybe a little bit of grape, maybe. It kind of has a sweeter smell, but it definitely doesn't have a really sweet taste to it. It's kind of like that first, as it's rolling across your tongue. It's almost like it almost seems like it's going to be sweet. I'm only looking because I'm sure this is updates on my beloved Vikings. Yeah, they're losing, which that's something they're good at. As a side note, you know, the wedding was performed over in Superior, Wisconsin, which made Father a Packers fan, which right off the bat shows that nobody is perfect. Yeah, it almost has that up front. The first thing you kind of notice is it seems like it's going to be sweet, and that's maybe where I'm sensing a little bit of the grape, but that gives away very rapidly to the malted characteristics of it, with the coffee and chocolate, with the emphasis being on the chocolate part and not on the coffee part. Overall, it's fairly dry and leans more towards the bitter side and not the sweet side. the 9.3%. It's been like seconds, you know. How the hell do you expect me to remember that? Yeah, 9.3% is hidden fairly well. I would consider this something that I would have as a treat. It seems like another one that you would enjoy when you're enjoying maybe a good day, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be having one of those or not. It's now that I'm looking at it, to be honest, it's it almost seems kind of like a light. Yeah, I said it, even though it's this dark. A light version of the 1050, which. And once again, I should write this stuff down so I give fair credit to who made the comment on it. Terrible about it, I admit it. But yeah, there was the comment about how beers would be, by some people, would be preferred in the can because one of the things that is damaging to beer is sunlight, and obviously there's no sunlight getting through a can. But I don't know. Make a really dark bottle, because for some reason maybe it's just psychological, but beer out of a bottle just seems better. Especially a really big, like champagne style bottle. This was I don't know if this is a 750 milliliter. Once again, wasting time. Blah blah blah. I should tell some kind of a funny little story while I'm looking, but my brain doesn't multitask very well. Yeah, I don't see what this is for size. But getting back to it, this would not be something that I would, buy 6 of and drink 6 of them consecutively. I would probably say, start off with something like this, or I think this would, off the top of my head, I think this would pair well with grilled foods, steak, empty glasses. Oh, and one for Father. Yeah, it does. It smells like beer. Yeah. I suppose after watching this, you actually would say ever want to have any kind of contact with me ever again. You can always go through Wendy. It's cool if she gives you my number. Get together and discuss dark beer. I really do want to know what you think of the Righteous. And that 3 bean. Those 3 beans are... They're a butt kicker. 10%. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is where I tell you about the E scale. Where would I put black metal on the E scale? If anything, it's, for me anyway, if you're, yeah, it's nice every now and then to tear into something like, your daily drink, or, actually, all things being equal, my daily drink right now, I'd really much like it to be Bent Paddles Hop, or Bell's Hop Slam. But in the financial world that I'm in right now, say you go with something like that. But something like this, for me, I always consider it a treat, and really, really want it to be, over the top on flavors and that. And but it's almost too refined and too, like I said, if you've ever had the pleasure to have 1050 and then say have this either that day or in a short separation between the two of them, You'll notice a lot of similarity between this and the 1050, this being almost like the light version of that. So as far as overall for me, you know, it's a good beer. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as outstanding, because I just like it to have just a little bit more punch to it. So I give it a. I'd probably still. Hang on, I gotta. I'd probably give it a. Comes in a cool bottle too, but we can't judge that. With Gene Simmons, you know, as long as it's okay that Gene's on the cover. I'd say I give it a 7.5. You know, it's just a little bit more, you know, stepping up the game. And this would be an 8 or a 9, but so there you go. What are we going to look at next? No, so help me. Okay, so now it's tied, in case you're interested. What should we look at next? See, you know, maybe if I actually, you know, took the time out for a second and, you know, pre-planned some of this crap. God, some of you guys, tomorrow's Monday. I'm probably gonna end up doing some stuff for a friend of mine, because okay, so a friend of mine's doing some you know, basically remodeling his house, and today, just because he didn't want to, I was supposed to sand, just lately, they're brand new, solid oak raised panel doors, just beautiful doors. Just give them a light sanding, put the stain on them. I thought I could probably get it done in like 4 hours. I was over there by 8 o'clock this morning. Wasn't out quite as late last night as originally planned. I was the designated driver because, as you know, I chose to carry. So when I do that, I don't need any repercussions of that. I don't know about your state, but in my state, one offense, one going over .03, which is like some NyQuil, and you lose your conceal and carry for life. And I'm never going to put that in jeopardy. And I choose to carry. I'm sure, you know, this is like a complete side note, but I'm sure in a scenario like yesterday, if you know, somehow it would have been discovered, you know, during a dance, or it's like, what's that? Someone would think, you know, I'm being all paranoid, or do you fear the people you're with? There's so many misconceptions when it comes to people like us that like carry, and it's like, no. Great bunch of people I've met. You know, I've been, you know, Chris and Wendy have been friends of ours. She's, you know, obviously compliments of, I got to know them through Ms. Bomi, but they're extremely cool people. They do a lot of social stuff, and I've met, you know, like Wendy's side of the family. She's got a bunch of brothers, and like one of her brothers, Bob, is just the you know, that guy, when there's a room full of people, someone like Bob is like that bright light that's always, everybody notices Bob. Bob is like a character, and he's a really cool guy. But, you know, it's like, you know, I realize I'm preaching to the choir, Father Andy, choir, but, you know, we don't carry because in a big family gathering like that, you fear those people. You're the protector. You're there to take care of you and the ones that you love. And for someone to say, "Well, you must be paranoid." Oh, really? You know, do you know when bad is going to come? Do you know where you're going to be when that moment comes? I pray to God, same one that you do, Father Andy, that day never comes. I never want to have to do that. You know, and I've had friends tell me, well, there's a chance that you're never going to be able to do it anyway. You know, it's like the person gets right up to you and stabs you, or you take a shot and you never get an opportunity to defend yourself. But if there is much as a 0.5% that I could stop evil and protect my family or myself, that's why I carry. Like I said, trust me. I pray to my God, the big guy, that I never, ever have to draw a weapon and take someone else's life. But if it comes down to me or the bad guy or my friends or family or the people that were like around me last night, it's gonna be me, baby. I'm the one I'm gonna do everything I can to walk out of there and to protect my friends and my family. So yeah, so I had one glass of pop, and at $1.50 for like once they filled the top with ice cubes, I think I had 4 sips and it was gone. I just switched to water. Ms. Bomey had I think she had a mixed drink and like 4 glasses of champagne, which immediately caused like a migraine. So we weren't there until it closed up at midnight. But it was a fantastic time. So oh yeah, we were picking what I'm gonna do next. Ooh, I got some stuff from JR10. It's calling my name, but it's already cold. I think I'm gonna hit another one in a short succession from New York Half-Ass Prepper. Unearthly India Pale Ale, Imperial India Pale Ale. This is another one from Southern Tier. For them, as of this point in time, I think I've had one thing from them that just didn't puff my skirt up, but everything else has been really awesome. 9.5%, two-row pale malt, kettle hops, dry hopped, Scadian. Sounds good. Like I said, I'd have to call Jameson or Sonoran and ask what some of this crap actually means, because like I've openly admitted all the time, I love beer and everything about it, but some of these guys take it to a scientific level. Probably even Father Andy probably knows more about this shit than me. Sorry. No, I am who I am. So I think we're going to look at this tomorrow. Giving one friend a hand probably most of tomorrow, and then I got some stuff to do in the evening, so I hope we can get together and talk about this. Uninhibited infusion of hops. It's already cold. Maybe I should just do it now. Should I? I wish I could get instant feedback. Last time I took a vote on this, you guys wanted me to review one thing at a time, unless that one completely sucked, and then we'd roll right into the backup. So, Unearthly, that's for tomorrow. But you know what? Right now, as we speak, it is a little after noon, and the temperature has risen from 32 degrees, which I sent the Birdman a picture of a screen capture showing that it was 32 degrees this morning. Right now it's a lofty 59. I might go do that Dogfish Head 120 and a big ass cigar after I finish this, which I'm having no problems with at all. See a little sediment at the bottom. You know, yeah, I just would wish it would have like kicked my ass just a little bit more. I mean, you get something that's, look at that. I mean, still that dark. Now, what else do you want to talk about? Oh, I'm gonna have to get together with Mule Team 66, but he gave me the keys to the Green Dragon Tavern, and me and whoever the hell I pick, we're gonna do some live chats. I would really like the primary focus to be about some particular brew, but you guys already know, and I like snap and go into some political rant. I'm passionate about my politics because it affects our way of life. You know, so now in the back of my head I keep thinking that Father Andy is watching this, and now I've got to critique what I say. I don't actually, I could be wrong. If Father, you're able to like respond back, leave comments, I respect his opinion. He's a cool guy, and there's the Vikings probably losing some more. Hang on. Oh, no, we made a field goal, so now it's 17-14 over the Browns. Woo! I really respect Father's opinion on a lot of things. He's a really cool guy, but so it'd be cool if you're able to actually comment back, other than calling me and saying, "Yeah, you're probably going to hell, but we could probably save you." So I do now have the keys to the Green Dragon Tavern, so I gotta find out. Mule Team's got the days that he's in charge. After it all, it is his place, but I'm gonna find some time when he's not running the tavern, and we're gonna do some discussion on brews, which means I'm gonna have to find my crew of guys that has a good opinion when it comes to alcohol. But I also want to do, obviously, some political stuff. The problem is, in this format, a lot of us are just preaching to the choir, but it's how we can continue to address this. Letters to our congressmen, like I like to do on my other channel, and put together stuff that works on the Second Amendment, plus give stuff away, because in a way, I guess that's the liberal mentality, right? You've got to give shit away before you can get anything done, because that's the way that's the way the liberals do it. Come to America, we'll give you your Obama phone, your Obama insurance, which is going to kill the rest of our country because we're stupid. Hell, thanks to Obama, I just realized now that I'm gonna go apply for. I'm going to get a bunch of loans so that I can lower my debt. Because, and the latest, I couldn't even believe this until I heard it come out of the turd whacker's mouth himself, Obama. The only reason that the Republicans are going through with the whole thing about defunding Obamacare is just to mess with me, he says. Let's think about that for a moment. Your Obamacare is going to destroy the economy. It's already screwed it up. We've already got people that are faced with the decision of small business owners are like, I can't afford to do this. I'm sorry, guys. I can either stay in business or I'll probably go out of business and provide you health care. So, once again, the arrogant, self-centered, sorry Andy, Father Andy, self-centered piece of shit president that we have thinks that this is all about him. No, I truly hope that these people stand their ground, because I would rather see our government shut down than to continue to fund this joke. Once again, so that's basically what the why Meal Team 66 has graciously given me the keys to the tavern so that we can get together. I realize Meal Team, part of the thing is it's nice to grow the audience and get more people involved, but I think for the first couple, only you guys over here are going to know about it. I'm not going to do some thing saying over on the Ebomi side, come over to the Green, watch the Green Tavern. I don't know, I really have mixed feelings on it. I've like worked my butt off to build the other channel, and this is the one where I have actually more fun. The people are, we're like family, you know. It's just like, you know, I appreciate the digs, and you know, as of this point in time, there's only, off the top of my head, I can only think of one person at Adios for forever, but that's a side story. So again, Meal Team 66, thanks for extending the keys for the Green Dragon Tavern. I'm gonna try to put together a group of guys that, well, everybody that I call a close friend all aligns politically with me. So, gonna find some guys that are into some good brews, and we're gonna light up the tavern. I'll obviously let you know ahead of time if you want to come over and watch, and or maybe get you involved also. One person in particular that needs to make sure that you have your shit all together would be One to Birdman. I know you don't do a ton of videos, but if there's anybody that I know that likes his drinky and has a political view that I truly love and appreciate, it'd be One to Birdman. So, you know, get your crap together so that you can be part of the panel. So right now I'm sure we've already gone way over, but I really don't care. I didn't get to do something yesterday, so consider it, you know, all rolled together. God, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like right there. It could be spectacular, but still definitely worth a try. And I am going to this is another one where I'd like to try turning it into a glass. I know I had expectations of doing that when all the boys were here, and like everything else, we had so much fun just hanging out and being a family that half the shit that I wanted to do we never even did, and I really don't care. So okay, so tomorrow, if I'm able to take a look at Unearthly, it's probably going to be later. Another one of those where I just try to get the thing turned into something and then hit the upload button and then head to bed, which is, I apologize why I'm delinquent on getting to my contact, the comments and reading them all. Yeah, I check every single one of them, but these last few weeks have been, and it's hard to comment. Maybe I should just, you know, give HempSeedAddict the keys to the BandEBrewReviews, and she can just comment. No, that probably wouldn't be smart at all. Okay, so yeah, I know Tom and a few of you sick of getting teased by this, but I think I might have to bust into this today. And JR, after reviewing something like that, thinking that I couldn't do that, oh yeah, we can. You just wouldn't want me to bust into some kind of a political rant after this and that and then something else. Look at that. It's like the glass is like almost like stained brown. Okay. I'm out of here. Oh, and thank you again, Jerry. Hang on. If it'll even stay there. We got the don't tread on me. Jerry, look at this shirt. If Jerry was wearing this, shirt, he'd probably trip over it as he got under his shoes. Ooh, we got a... Sorry, Woodwalker. 67, we got it. Can always make sure we leave the... Okay, so you guys have a good Sunday. Hopefully we'll get a chance to look at the Unearthly from Southern Tier tomorrow, and SC Crash 26. Very much appreciate the opportunity to try this. It was good, but I think they could have even made this even better. But I still recommend, if you're into stuff that looks like 10W30, you give this a try, like Father Andy. This would probably be something you'd like. Okay, guys, we'll probably see you tomorrow. Otherwise, have a good Sunday. And again, thanks for if you made it this far. I don't think it's that you don't have a life. Just obviously you had a whole bunch of extra time today. See you tomorrow.